I drink a fancy beer.
Fancy beer.
Oh, when I want you only, I drink a fancy beer.
Fancy beer.
And when the weather's stormy and daybreak is far, I'd throw an extra $1.50 on the bar. There's no sense in saving pennies if I don't know where you are. Oh, I drink a fancy beer.
Fancy beer.
Well, hello and good evening and welcome to the Beer Show. I'm Steve B. is my drinking buddy.
Eric T.
And we've got a different one lined up tonight, I would say.
Yeah, today we're going to go visit Seattle. We're going to hit the Redhook Brewery and try 4 things out of their beer lab or brew lab, or
Yep.
it's basically your small batch beer, division.
Right, the Brew Lab. And so these are the beers that we're going to be trying today. It's super colorful looking packaging.
Yeah, give it to the artwork, huh?
Looks like a box of cereal, really. I thought you brought over like a box of Captain Crunch or
Yeah,
something.
some Lucky Charms or something.
Lucky Charms, one of those colorful kids. Anyway, so that's the box. It is a variety pack. So we got 4 very different beers in here. Let's dive in.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
The first one here is the Atomic Robot. I'll let you start us off.
All righty, thank you. See, Atomic Robot's an IPA, I guess. It's
Right.
And we mentioned this a season, not even a seasonal. It's a small batch.
Well, that's right. It comes from that Brew Lab, as like you mentioned. And the Brew Lab just does like small batch experimental type beers. So, and our second one is going to be this. This is actually a Mexican beer, or Mexican style. They're saying it's a Mexican
Yeah, it's
style.
supposed to be a Mexican
So,
lager flavor.
El Sonido. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. But it's kind of, I would imagine it's like a light lager, kind of almost like a Corona knockoff, maybe. Hopefully, with some lime flavor in there. I don't know, but we'll find out.
Yeah,
There
we'll
you
see
go.
here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll find out. And I'm just going to hit the robot.
These are some colorful glasses, or colorful cans.
I love it.
I did notice when I just kind of glanced at them, that they do have the artist names on the sides of the cans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So I don't know. I think that,
Put that out there.
did they have some kind of a contest there or something?
Well, I know for this last one that we're going to get to in just a moment, it was called, it's called Busta Lime. That one, yeah, I think they did some kind of a competition for the artwork, so that's
Right.
really cool, yeah.
That is good. Give the local artists a little chance to get a piece of it.
Right.
Get
We
in
are
on a piece of the action. Yeah, you're going right.
okay. Super. Yeah, because this is the Busta Lime,
Busta Lime, yeah.
not Busta Rhymes, if you remember that rapper from the '90s. There you go, Eric.
Thank
And
you.
then last but not least is Peaches for Me is an IPA. And this one here came out, I think, 2018.
Yeah, that came out. That was one of the original ones out of this lab.
Brew Lab, yeah. And it started out as a seasonal, and now you get it year round. So,
Yeah, it's one of only 4 beers that Red Hook offers year round.
Wow.
So that's it's made its way up the ranks pretty quickly. 4 years, 5 years. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. That's for sure.
I tell you, I'm looking forward to all these beers. They look great. Yeah. So the first one looks a little hazy. The other 3 are, clear with a good carbonation, and I would say just this one's just a touch darker. These 2 are they're all close, but this one's just a little bit darker. So
Yeah. Let's dive in there. Let's see what we got.
yeah, let's jump in. First one here.
Atomic Robot. Oh, that is.
Robot. Here we go.
That's light.
Oh, I like that a lot. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's like a hazy. That's like a New England style hazy.
Just looking at it now, just holding it up here, I can tell that's a hazy.
Yeah.
Just by the looks.
Yeah, and go ahead. Yeah, hit the light. Look at that.
There we go.
Yeah, super hazy.
Yeah, that's.
And it
It
just
doesn't
tastes,
advertise its own filter, but it clearly is. And I mean, right on the SRM chart, that's a 1. It's not even close to a 2.
Right.
So I mean,
yeah.
we're right there.
Yeah, and I did have, I've got a couple other notes on this one here. It's, yeah, low ABV. It's 4.2 on the ABV.
And
So,
and
it's refreshing.
a 40 on the a 40 on the IBUs.
Okay, which is the bittering units.
Yeah.
So it's not very bitter at all. I mean, there's like,
It's a
you
little
can't say
bit.
it's bitter.
No,
but
it's not at all.
it's not like an IPA.
No. If anything, it's got that lime or citrusy kind of finish to it that kind of adds to that.
Yeah, it's
bitterness.
definitely, it's got some lime in it, which maybe, maybe the old, I know this one's going to be, got some lime, notes of lime in it.
I would think so, just judged by the
Mexican.
name.
Yeah, being Mexican as well. Mm-hmm. We're going to get there.
We'll get there.
Cheers.
Yeah, but this is
This is good. This is refreshing.
this is all right.
I can drink this in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Or on the beach.
So the next one we have is El Sonido, or... Oh, I'm sorry.
Worse than I am.
I got to put my glasses on and get more
Worse than
light
me.
here.
It's El Sonido.
El Sonido.
No. Yeah, it's kind of. Sonido.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sonido. El
What he
Sonido.
said.
Yeah.
What he said. But anyhow, wow, this one here might be a little hazy as well.
This one, really?
Well,
This is.
maybe your glass is dirty. I don't know.
Hey, now. Just took those out of the dishwasher, man.
All right.
Hey.
We won't go there.
There you go. Look.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you're,
okay.
you're off the hook. That's good.
That's pretty clear.
That is pretty
I
clear.
like all the bubbles I'm seeing, though. Mm-hmm. That's
And
nice.
we poured that just a couple of minutes ago, so I mean that's still bubbling. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're creeping up along maybe a 2 on this one. Not quite a 3, but
Yeah.
a good 2, I'd say.
Solid 2, and no head on any of these, really, speaking of carbonation.
No.
I mean, I didn't really try to,
I got a little bit,
pour it out.
a little bit, but
on one or two of them.
not much, and it didn't stick around for very long.
Yeah, kind of like the beer.
This one here has a little more flavor to it, doesn't it?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's different again.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's definitely not a hoppy or a bitter taste to it. This is more
I
very citrusy.
got to look at that because I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, well, it is a lager. It's a Mexican lager.
It is a
That's
Mexican
why.
lager, but
It's a Mexican lager, but with a lot more flavor than, say, your Modelo.
or Coronas for sure.
I like it. That's good. That's pretty good.
But going forward, I mean, as far as a Mexican style beer, this one here I think has even better flavor than the Pacificos.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it's more. It's much more well balanced than Pacifico. It's not as crisp, or as it doesn't have that kind
that
of
water with an aftertaste.
nothing finish. Yeah,
Right.
The nothing finish. This one actually feels like it's got some body to it. Mm-hmm. I like this one a lot. Again, the name is El Sonido. The ABVs is 5.7, so we're getting
Wow,
up there.
this is a big beer. That
I know it doesn't taste like it. Huh?
I know, and the IBUs are down to 30.
30,
which
right?
is
That's kind of expected,
kind of
right?
lager style for sure.
Yeah. I know you've already done that. I just thought I'd have
Just
another
like look.
Another look, yeah. But and the IBUs again, like you said, 30, which is nothing. So not bitter at all. Very, right in line with your Corona, your Pacifico. But I think with a way better finish.
Yeah, no, this go good with a taco, or any.
Did you bring some?
I didn't. I made some taco meat yesterday, so I'm gonna have that for dinner tonight. Actually,
Nice.
I'm thinking about.
you
Already
know what?
thinking about dinner.
I'll try to save you one.
I might go back and get some more.
Yeah, I'd have to say okay, I realize it's not brewed in Mexico.
No, but it's
And maybe that's why I like it a little more than some
there's-
of the other ones, but
but there's no mistaking. I mean, you taste it. It's a Mexican beer.
right.
Right.
It does.
Maybe it's lemon or lime flavor in there, or maybe it's it's definitely got some of that kind of flavor in there. But it's just got more body than most of the beers prior to adding the lime.
Yeah, I mean it's subtle. It's got this very citrusy subtle finish, which is like I said very different than your Corona, Pacifico, Modelo. It's wow. I'm sort of intrigued now by you know, maybe the Mexican beer recipe that's maybe perhaps not brewed in Mexico. Right. Maybe that goes back to the water. I don't know.
That's funny how the Mexicans were trying to get into the German market and try to make the German beer.
Yeah.
And came up with their own thing, and now you know, the guys in Seattle are trying to make the Mexican
emulate
beer.
the Mexican beer from Seattle.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to end up being a Canadian beer by the end of the week, you know. Tastes like a moose head.
Good one.
No.
Yeah, you know, you're not far off.
No, that's a good tasting beer.
Well, we're moving on down this flight pretty quickly.
Yeah, down to Busta Rhymes, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Busta Lime.
Busta
Lime.
Busta Limes. Bust a lot of limes and rhymes.
We'll fix that in post.
6.2 ABV.
Wow.
So we're jumping up again.
That's a big one.
So yeah, 4.2, 5.7, and now 6.2.
Okay, that's another big jump.
That's a big jump, and also on the IBUs, but we'll get there in just a moment.
Now this is also supposed to be Mexican style beer, I would imagine.
I don't know. Is it? I'm not too sure about that.
Well, it's a 60 on the IBUs.
It's an IPA. It's an IPA.
IPA.
It's an
yeah.
IPA. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
They
not
threw me with the
right,
the lime reference.
part. Yeah.
It smells like beer.
They're pushing the lime. Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I like that a lot as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
Really impressed with these beers, man. I mean, I've always liked Redhook.
I have too, but this is not the flavor that I've known Redhook for.
No, exactly.
This
I was going to
is
say
so far removed.
Yeah, because I was going to say this is not the beer that when I think of Redhook, I think in bitters. I'm thinking, Long Hammer IPA, which is hoppy, it's big,
Exactly.
it's good beer, but it's not anything like these.
It's not the hazy, it's not the Corona, and it's not the Corona with a lime.
No, and so I think this brew lab business that they've got going.
I like it.
It's
More
working.
power to it.
Yeah, it's definitely, they're doing a lot right over there at the brew lab. And again, the brew lab is at their main brewery in Seattle.
Woodinville.
In Woodinville.
Just outside Seattle.
And it's where they're doing doing small batch craft brewing experiments.
Yeah, so these haven't even made it up to the seasonal category yet. These are just one-off experiments, or a little bit more than one-offs. Until we get to this last one here, right? This last one we got.
Nice.
What is that? Peaches for me. Peaches for me.
Yeah, good segue, because you're right. This was started out as a seasonal.
It started out as a small batch.
Small batch seasonal.
And then it went into seasonal.
And then it went seasonal. And then because of its popularity, it now is available year-round. So, and this one here came out was 2018. It was a seasonal.
So,
and now it's year-round.
4 or 5 years, it's made it, from where these three are to on par with their ESBs in terms of distribution.
That's right.
Amazing.
And I meant to point out on the last one, I believe it was. Yeah, but the Busta Lime. I meant to point out that the last one we just had, the Busta Lime, was their first canned and available for distribution beer from last year, March of last year.
Oh, really?
So it's brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That hasn't even been out a year yet.
I could see that one, hanging on and going year round as well.
That one's, I think that one's got some.
Of the three. Mm-hmm. Although, I mean, this one
It
too.
wouldn't surprise me if any one of them made it, but for sure that last one.
Yeah.
Overall, I think home run on this pack, 4 for 4.
Oh my God, I'm so impressed, Eric. I mean, there's nothing nothing I didn't like. Which, you buy a variety pack, you typically thinking, okay, well, there's going to be one
standout.
One they threw in there that nobody wants,
Yeah.
right? That nobody really likes one.
Yeah, exactly. I always think there's one standout that I'm really going to love, two that are drinkable, and one that I'll pass it off to somebody in a couple of weeks. But no, I wouldn't mind any one of these.
No, and to me, I mean, just looking at the labels for me, I was thinking like, okay, the atomic robot, that's the one. That's the one, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's a throwaway.
Yeah, that's a shoot that way. I'll put that in the back of the fridge.
Right.
Yeah,
But
save that for the guests that
yeah,
Yeah.
when it's quitting time. Sorry, we don't have any beer, but how would you like a?
How would you like one of these?
Right, no, but,
black can. That yeah. Anyway.
No, I
here's
think
one.
I think all of these were good. I wouldn't mind being served. I wouldn't be offended being served any of these beers.
No, not at all. They're fantastic. All of them are good. I'm very surprised. I'm very impressed. Redhook has, really, like I said earlier, it was one of my favorite beers. I mean, back in the mid '80s, there weren't a lot of good beers, craft brews. Redhook was one of them, and that ESB that they made back in the day, and still do, but I mean, that was their number one beer back then. That was my go-to beer, man. I love that beer, and so to sort of rediscover Redhook is great, and to taste these different flavors that they're experimenting with the Brew Lab and stuff like that, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's exciting. This has been a really good evening. Good evening of flavors and different things, different flavors, different beers. And the packaging, of course.
The packaging,
So yeah,
it was a little deceptive.
Yeah.
But once I saw that they're advertising the artists on each of these, and there's a reason behind it. I mean, it just wasn't thrown out to the marketing department who said, give me a red, white, and blue label, and we'll call it beer. These people actually put some thought behind it and sent it out to the community, and came up with some unique labels, which once you find the story, it's fantastic.
pretty cool. Pretty cool for the local artist, the local community. Great for the brewery.
Yeah, I think it's a win-win.
It's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we should rate these guys.
Oh, I thought we were going to start over again. I thought we were pouring for take two.
Sure, yeah, we can do it again. Let's go down the line again. So this one here,
This is
the
hazy IPA.
no, yeah, it is actually. It's the hazy from the it's the robot. There it is again. Yeah, no bubbles. I guess the haze kind of hides the bubbles. Maybe I don't know. There's not much bubbles
Yeah,
in it.
as far as hazies go, I'm going to give this one solid 8.5.
I'm with you on the 8. I think this would stand up well to any New England style hazy.
Yep,
Yeah,
I think so too.
excellent. I'm with you on that one. And next we have the Mexican. This is the Mexican.
A lager.
It's the Seattle version of a Mexican beer. And it ain't bad, I gotta tell you.
It ain't bad at all.
Bad at all.
Cheers.
So yeah, well done. I think it's a wonderful example of a different style Mexican beer with flavor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So good on you. I'm with you. 8.
I'm going 8.5.
8.5. All right. So you're 8.5 on both those first two.
Yeah, 8 maybe on the first one, 8.5 on the second one.
8.5. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm with you on a solid 8 on both of those for me. Moving right along to the, I believe it's the Busta Lime.
Busta Lime.
Which the name and stuff, or whatever.
Yeah, it's clever marketing.
Yep. Yeah.
That's really good, I think. For my palate, it's just a little heavy on the lime.
Yep.
But I'm not used to squeezing limes into my beers,
Yeah.
But if I was the Corona crowd, part of the Corona crowd that's used to that, I think this would be
This might be a hit.
This step up from Coronas.
You're right.
Because
You know what?
it's got that lime that they're used to, but it's also got a lot more flavor to it than a Corona's got.
And you don't need to carry a lime and a knife around with you.
No, that's true.
You can just take the can and you're good to
Yeah,
go.
but how you going to keep the flies out of the can?
Yeah.
That's another story.
Depends where you are, I guess. Yeah. No, but you're absolutely right. This one is very much like this one, the Mexican one. but it's got the definite, the lime notes are like really coming through on the finish.
It's
big
really
time.
pronounced. But again, this was also a big step up in IBU or ABVs, right? Mm-hmm. We went from a 5.7 to a 6.3, and I think, you know, though you can't taste it, I think that's hidden by the lime.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But yeah, no, it's a good flavor beer.
It's a good one.
If you're into limes in beers, you definitely want to give this one a try. It's
Sure.
It'll be a big hit at your next party for sure.
Yeah, I'm going 7 on it. I can't go any higher than a 7 on it. It's a great beer, and I don't not like it. It's for me. It's like you said. It's for me. It's a little bit too lime finish.
Lime heavy. Yeah.
Heavy on the finish. And that's not my my taste.
Not your cup of tea.
Not for beer. Not for beer. No.
No, I'm with you on that. 7.
A squeeze of lime in my gin and tonic, but that's about it.
Yeah, mixed drinks, that's fine.
Yeah. Not
Beer,
for beer.
You know, I'm with you on that. Save the fruit for other things.
Yep. And that said, I don't mind the mango in the peaches. For me, this one is really surprisingly good. I'm gonna go pretty high on this one. I really do like this one as an IPA, and it is now year-round beer. So obviously,
It is.
We're not the only ones that love it.
No, a lot of people do.
So yeah, this one I'm gonna have to go like a 9 on this one. This is a very, very drinkable and approachable IPA, even if you're not a big IPA fan.
You're right. You know, this is. I'm going to stick with it and say this is my favorite, but this is a close second.
Okay. Yeah, I love this beer because it's so well balanced.
It is balanced.
It's super well balanced. It's got the great fruity mango, okay, peach, okay, flavor a little, but it's just there's more to it than that. It just got a great complexity and a balance to the flavor.
Most great beers do have a little citrusy flavor in there, grapefruit or lime or lemon or, you know, usually towards the grapefruit or something like that. But
exactly, coming from the hops, typically from the finishing hops and whatnot that they do. But wow, no, I'm so impressed with this beer, and I can understand why they are kept this once seasonal beer from 2018 now permanently year-round, one of only 4 beers.
That's the amazing part, is that as long as they've been around since 2000 or since 81.
Yeah, 40 years.
1981.
This
40
is the
years.
40th year anniversary this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they've only got 4 year-round beers.
Right.
And this, in 5 short years, was promoted to top of the ranks.
In that top 4, yeah.
That's amazing.
Which in and of itself is amazing. So
But it's easy to see why.
Yep, it is. Super easy to see why. This is a great beer. Highly recommend this one. And Eric would recommend this one and possibly this one. And I would recommend, I like all of them.
I wouldn't throw any of them out of my fridge.
Oh, no. No, not at all. If somebody came over with a 12-pack of this Captain Crunch here,
They can hang
yeah, you can stay for a while.
until they got to go get another one.
Yeah, that's it. Wow, fantastic. Well,
Yeah, well, that was great.
Well, that about does it for the Redhook
Redhook Variety Pack.
Hoppy or happy, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, it wasn't very hoppy, but it was very happy. I'm going to go happy.
It was certainly a happy hour for us, and hopefully it was for you too. And check us out again next time. I'm Steve B.
Eric T.
And thanks for checking out the Beer Show.
Aloha. Cheers.
All right, cheers.
2, 3, 4. When I'm lonely, I drink a fancy beer. Oh, when I want you only, I drink a fancy beer.